Jordan is the sole reason for kind of where we are now. Saying definitely had to have these boys right here, man.
I think that was the most restocked 11 that I've ever seen. And the crazy thing about it, I don't see nobody wearing them now.
Mike is the GOAT. I don't care. LeBron can score another 50,000 points. It don't matter, bro. Like, that's not new.
I was about to say, bro, when these drop, man,
Like,
I see why they call them the ice balls.
Then I was walking in South Park, and I looked down, and I seen, like, some stuff like some cake that was on the ground, like some crumbs. I'm like, please tell me my shoes not crumbling.
You literally had to be in L.A., but not just be in L.A. You probably had to know somebody to even get the real sought-after pairs.
Facts.
And this might be a controversial statement.
Hey, you got the hang time to say prime.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't got the prime time. Your prime time come on about 6 o'clock. This ain't at 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
I'll let them go for $200. They'll make $70, right? So I go to the store, and they offer me $150 for the shoe.
What? He went to the Super Bowl, did not finish watching the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm in the hospital. I done fainted because Mike out here. You feel me?
Gina was like, Martin, you went and bought them and a new sweatsuit? and Martin looked at her. He said, you think I didn't when I did?
Hey, boy. Correct me if I'm wrong. That was the first $200 Jordan.
Yeah.
Exactly. I remember.
Yes,
you want to know how I remember? Hey, Tony wasn't going for that. Hey, I told her, Ma, it's some J's that come out. How much they cost? $200? But she looked at me like I had a third eye coming out my forehead. She like, boy, you don't get out this room.
Yo, welcome back. It's another episode of the Supreme Saucecast. Glad to have y'all back with us for episode 2. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, comment on the latest videos that we've posted. If you're not following the Instagram page, please follow the Instagram page. We're about to be posting a lot more steals and deals because we all like to be sauced up, but we don't want to spend every dollar. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be posting a lot more of that. So make sure you're checking out our stories. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hey, y'all already know, man. Your boy Icebox checking in. Appreciate y'all tapping in to episode 2 of the Supreme Saucecast. Like the fans said, y'all please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, man. It costs you nothing. It's free. You know, we're trying to really run this up, man, and get this out here to the masses. You know, it's a lack of authenticity in the game, you know, so we're trying to bring that out for everybody, man. You know, as y'all can see, you already know what time it is, man. It's the GOAT birthday today. You know, I had to come out like this on him, man. You know what I'm saying? I got the 55 on the side, you know, just for those that are wondering.
Good tens.
Double nickel boys, you know, looking like I'm fresh out the bench field. You know, call me to check in real quick.
Game 5.
Double juice,
Game
man.
5.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we coming, man. So shout out to the GOAT. You know, MJ birthday today, man. Also, he won the Daytona 500 over the weekend, too.
Crazy.
That's really major. If, you know, for those that don't follow auto racing and NASCAR, that's basically the Super Bowl in NASCAR.
Yeah.
So they open up the season, unlike football and, you know, basketball, they open up the season running their Super Bowl, a.k.a. the biggest race of the year on their circuit. So for Michael Jordan to be owner of Tyler Reddick car, which that was a driver that won, but he's the owner of a Tyler Reddick car, Bubba Wallace, which y'all may know about him or whatnot. He's a black guy. He drives NASCAR or whatnot, and a couple other drivers as well. That's just, it's a monumental moment. Like outside of winning the whole championship for the season, winning the Daytona 500, like that's just something.
Big deal.
Yeah, it's a very, very hard feat to accomplish, whether you're a car owner, you're a driver, you're a pit crew member. You know, we'll dive into, you know, going down the road, but I am a big NASCAR fan, so it really meant a lot to me to see, you know, the GOAT of all time as far as basketball and arguably one of the best athletes. You guys say he's probably the best athlete of all time, you know what I'm saying, as far as worldwide notoriety and everything like that. Just to see him, you know, reach the pinnacle in NASCAR, one where it's not a lot of minority owners for one, right, you know, and let alone drivers, anything like that. Mm-hmm. You know, that was really, really big to see him, you know, get that. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that was the best birthday present that he could ever hope for. And of course, you know, guys, everybody likes kind of what they like, but Jordan is the sole reason for kind of where we are now in sneakers, the fanfare, the hype before the hype. You remember the lines and stuff when Jordans would come out midweek, or if you go back into the early 90s where they were dropping for the first time, like people, they were actually getting killed over the shoes. Like, and I mean, that's
tragic.
Yeah, it is. It's a tragedy. Definitely rest in peace to those who did lose their lives back then.
That's why we have no Eastland Mall now.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's going down. You know what I'm saying?
The best mall that was in the city, but it was just so much crime, man. And I mean, it was a spot that you could go and you could get a whole wardrobe, bro. Yeah. Like from fitteds to fits to kicks, everything, jewelry, everything, bro.
Eastern Mall, man, one stop shop, boy. Yeah. Harold Penner, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
You and them J's like me, defense. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Harold Penner virtually was one of the few stores. I mean, Flavor Factory too. Child of James. That's that throwback stuff before social and all that, y'all. Man, you hit that spot. They had all the LS drops, the whole fits to go with it, and you remember you used to have to buy the shirts or like the outfit to even get the J's. And
had
stuff,
to get the apparel.
Yep.
But back then the apparel was so dope.
It was fire. Like, it
didn't even matter. Sure. Like you was gonna grab a shirt or the shorts anyway. So it was like, man, go ahead and give me the shirt, short, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeans, all that. Like all the Jordan stuff was like that back in the day, man. Yeah, so sure. Eastern Mall, bro, like, it was some wild times, man. We used to have to go through to try to get shoes and stuff, man. It's a different era. So like I said, salute to the GOAT, man. Happy birthday, MJ. I would say, sneakerhead is thrown around just so, frequently or whatnot, but I would say I'm definitely a Jordan head, if anything. I'm really into all things Jordans. Anything that he wore, if it's an OG color, black at home or away, white and red, black and red, hey, man, I got it. For the most part, I'm not missing too many OG color J's, period. It's just, y'all see what it looked like, man. Like, he literally popularized this color combination. Red, white, and black, even though the Bulls was way in existence before he was. When you see a Chicago Bulls or anything red, black, and white, red, and black, the first thing you're going to think about is Mike, period. Mm-hmm. Like, everybody wanted to be like Mike. That's just what it is, from the Gatorades, the Wheaties, and everything else, bro. Like, you think about Mike. Even Top 75, like I was seeing a story, I think it was on a Jeff T show, I want to say. They were talking to Fred VanVleet. That's who they all seen in a little clip. Mm-hmm. And he was obviously at the game, at the All-Star game when they announced the team and everything. And they were just like, they didn't even know Mike was going to make it, like, or he was coming, because they were socializing. Mind you, this is the top 75. So you got Magic Bird, you got the best of the best. Everybody's there. Yeah. Only person that wasn't there was Mike. And everybody like, oh man, is Mike going to come? Whatever. And when they was introducing, of course, Mike was last, and he was just speaking about everybody's elation when they called his name, and just like the look on their faces was like, it's Mike. Mind you, this all the GOATs. Like, this is the the best of the best, from the current players to the old school player. They was like,
but he earned Mike. That though. He earned that respect, bro. Like that. Like, you got to think, Mike grew up and he came into the league in a time where respect was earned, and you wasn't getting it unless you earned the respect, bro.
Right, bro.
Like, he came up with the big dogs in the NBA. Still hooping. Like, Mike hooped for a long time, bro. It wasn't, how it is these days where people get so much notoriety even while they're in high school.
Right.
Like, that wasn't happening back then, bro. Like, you had to do numbers in college.
Get in there and prove it.
And go crazier once you got to the league.
Yep.
Like, so...
Yeah, and it was just like a different era, man. A lot of people get to talking about NBA eras and who's the best and who could play here and who couldn't play there. You can't really say it because, again, you can't help when you're born. You can't help if you're gifted enough to make it to the pros and when you decide to play. But one thing that's undisputed, they can say, oh, well, such and such when it's athletic or skilled or whatever. Well, one thing's for sure, the game was completely different. It was physical.
1000%.
It didn't matter who you were.
1000%.
You get smacked when you go to the cup. 1000%. You had to come with it. You couldn't be crying, all that crying to the referee, doing this and the third. They weren't going for that back then. So to see Mike and his career, how he hit the league on fire, rookie of the year, you know what I'm saying? He tearing the league up. Obviously, the Bulls are sorry, you know what I'm saying? But he doing his thing. 63 in the Garden against Bird and all them. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was a loss, like, that's a miraculous performance. Like, that put everybody on notice. Like, yo, this dude is different. Like, we don't have another one of those players. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody's shooting threes. not like Steph Curry, but I'm saying for the most part, it's not abnormal to see a 7-foot center in the league shooting threes. Wemby and everybody else.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right, yeah.
But with Mike, it was no, oh, we see another one of these players or it's somebody else that reminds me of them. Like, no, bro. Like, he was one-on-one when he came in. And obviously, you know, he had to go through his lumps, take his lumps from the Celtics. The Pistons was whooping them. You know what I'm saying? And they literally.
Hey, them bad boys.
Hey, them bad boys. They was on that. Listen, y'all.
They made Mike get in that weight room.
Listen, he had to. Hey, if y'all don't know, like, please go back. You know, everybody know about The Last Dance. That's what I point out for the people who wasn't really there to witness the stuff. And, you know, certain things are obviously going to slip memory after all these years. But just go take in that docuseries, and he going to show you. Like, they talked about it. The Jordan rules. Literally, like, that's how you know you that guy. They got a whole set of rules to stop you. AKA, you come in the cup, bust them up. Period. Elbows, wrap them up, slam them, do whatever you got to do. And then eventually it was like, yo, I'm not getting beat up like this. I know what I got to do. I'm about to hit this weight room. Can't nobody stop me. And the rest is history. 6 chips, man. If he wouldn't have stepped away from the game, it would have been 8. When nobody beating the Bulls back then. And again, y'all already know how I'm a Kobe fan. I'm a Laker fan. Lakers, we played them good in that series when Magic was there. I think Magic ended up getting hurt or something like that. He was banged up. I think the series could have kind of been a little bit better than it would have if he didn't get hurt. But at the end of the day, even if it did get to a Game 7, man, it was hard to go against Mike. Like, Mike just wasn't going to be denied. And even with that, he never got to a Game 7. So,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, how, you know, it's the undisputed GOAT. I don't care. Again, I love Kobe. Kobe is my personal GOAT because I was able to more or less watch him night in and night out. But everybody know what time it is, man. It's MJ. It's Kobe 1B or 1AA because he, you know, mimic his game out the mic, and that's a testament to his greatness to be able to kind of mimic his game and also add different things that Mike didn't have in his game. But overall, everybody know what time it is, man. Mike is the GOAT. I don't care. LeBron can score another 50,000 points. It don't matter, bro. Like, nobody has had the impact on the game of basketball like Mike, and nobody ever will. I don't care about no stats. You just cannot replicate what Mike was to the game of basketball and just athletics, period. Yeah, so, you know.
Yeah, he showed people a different level. He took the game to a whole nother level than what anybody had ever seen before, man. And so out of all the kicks that Mike wore back then, like, I don't remember him wearing like an all red Jordan back then. Like, because you know the rules were a lot strict, way more stricter than they are now. With, you know, with the uniforms, the home and away, they had the white and the black. There wasn't even as many jerseys as it is now. Now we got the city league, the city edition jerseys. We got special jerseys for when they do the in season tournament, all kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, back then it was breaking news. Like when they came out with the black with the red pinstripes, so like the all black jerseys.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
for sure.
My favorite one,
for sure.
Man.
So I mean, you know, around that 95-96 season, that's kind of where teams started getting alternate colors. But before then, it would just be like their dark color jerseys and then the road, like or the red and white in the Bulls situation. You know,
right.
So yeah, like I don't recall him wearing any all red shoes or anything like that. It had to be, you know, lined up with the team uniforms. But speaking of all red shoes, obviously this is, you know, in February, so it's the love month. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there who celebrate. Hope y'all had a good time.
Heart and soul, baby.
Yep, you know what I'm saying, with your significant other. So, you know, just to showcase some stuff, I did bring a couple of all red pairs from my collection. Show you guys.
Bro got the whole red collection over there.
You know, got them threes, man. I rock with these when they
see
had
the dust
dropped.
bag still on there.
Oh yeah, man. You know DS, man. You know how we coming, man. Now they did when these came out in All Star for Chicago. What was that 2000 and was that during COVID?
I think it was right before COVID.
Because I know it was here in the city it was here in the city in 19.
Oh, it might have been 2020.
Yeah.
It was, I think.
So they did have they did drop them out there in Chicago, and they had Nike Shy on the back, like for Chicago, which those were dope. I did have a chance to get those, but I just wanted to opt for the classic. Nike Air is, again, I love Jordans, and this really seemed like if he did wear a red 3 back in the day, like this would be it.
Facts.
Like if they could wear, you know, the different color shoes, this really seemed like this would kind of be a PE, you know what I'm saying, for Mike, you know, going back in the day. So yeah, that's the first out the bag. You know, I'll go in order as far as numbers. Y'all remember this Epic Pack Raging Bull 5s, man. That pack that came out back in the day.
Beautiful.
Epic. The black pair, and obviously, again, this is the red. So all red suede, as y'all can see around there, man. Iced out bottom. The 5 is one of my favorite Jordans just because, again, the hits of the ice on the bottom, the netting. Obviously, 3M going crazy, you know. So, yeah, Raging Bull 5s, you know, again, on ice. Got to have a lot of pairs of those. All red 11s. These were dope. Reason I love these, you know, this is about the closer we was getting to that Carmelo P.
Right.
In a sense. So, you know what I'm saying? Definitely had to have these boys right here, man.
I think that was the most restocked 11 that I've ever seen, bro.
For real?
They restocked those joints multiple times. Like, those were floating. And the crazy thing about it, I don't see nobody wearing them now.
Yeah, you're not. You're not, bro. Yeah. I mean, so it's, you know.
Things icy.
Oh, yeah. You know how I'm coming with it, bro.
Yes,
you
sir.
already know that. So, I mean, so, yeah, like, it's, like you heard me say, I got to have, like, a meaning or a purpose of certain shoes and stuff that I will get. And if they do release stuff to the public that's reminiscent of certain PEs and stuff that we like, and now we're actually getting PE shoes that the players are playing in, so that's super cool.
Yeah.
But, you know, a few years ago, like, we weren't getting that. Like, we're not getting any Michael Jordan 1-on-1 exclusives, like, too quick. Like, we're just not getting that. So, you know, this was some controversial. A lot of people was like, man, I don't know about the all red, and it is an acquired taste, you know, as far as on the 11. They did come out, I think, the next year, maybe 2 years later, with the all white upper with the red, the cherries around, like the base of the mid top cherries. I mean, which I do have those and the low tops and all that. But you know, we were going all red theme. So there's these, and then segueing going up into some higher numbers to give you guys some variation. Got the Gen Red 14s, very very clean colorway. This is, again, I could really see him playing against the Jazz in these if they were able to wear, like, you know, all red sneaks or whatnot. You know, he coming with the last shots.
And me personally, and this might be a controversial statement, I would take those over the last shots any day. And that's just me.
That's controversial.
That's just me.
For the true Jordan head like myself, I can't say that I would take them over the last shots just because of what they did.
What he done in them.
And what he did in them. And again, it's just a clean ass shoe, man. Like, and also, again, my personal favorite cars are Ferraris. Like, that's my dream car. If I ever hit the lotto or I had something like that, it'll be a Ferrari. And again, that's what the 14 is based off of. Again, you have the Ferrari 14s. They recently came out. I could have brought them or whatnot, but I was like, man, let me show these because I don't really see a lot of people put these in the limelight or, you know, really talk about these as always like the Ferraris or, you know, candy cane 14s, etc. So I'm like, man, let me go ahead and pull these out or whatnot, dig into the stash, man. So, yeah, Gen Red 14s, very, very clean with the black toe color blocking. Now, I'll take these over the black toes. I will say that. I mean, you know, black toes, they did numbers. You know, it's a OG colorway. It's a nice shoe, but if you giving me an option, I'm taking these all day, and it's not close. Like, we talking 14. Yeah, we talking about 14s. Like, it's not even close, bro. So I mean, you know, and round out, man. These right here are sick, bro. You know,
I hate I didn't get those,
man.
Beautiful,
like Jordans that we're talking about that they need to kind of come back out like over 14. You know, a good segue. Jordan's over 14, 15. You know, as y'all can see, got a Jordan on the pull down, man. You know, the 18. So it's just a beautiful shoe, man.
All
like
suede.
Like the quality on these shoes, bro.
Beautiful.
It's crazy. Like, you know, you just feel the suede on it, how thick the cuts of the material is. You know, got the vent right there, the carbon, like, you know, little carbon fiber netting and stuff up under there, man. Laces were premium. It's just like this is certain colorways on certain shoes just really, really stand out, man. Now, you know, again, I get it. A lot of people, they may not like Jordans over 15, 16, whatever, but it's just certain colorways, man. They're undeniable. So I mean,
that's definitely one.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think the 18 was the last pair that dropped. The Jordan 18 as a whole was the last pair that dropped before Mike hung his jersey up completely when he was with the Wizards.
Yeah,
I think that
Sport
white and
Royal
blue,
and then the white and blue pair.
Yeah,
It was.
Yeah.
You're 100% correct. So this was the last number that Mike actually played on the court. So that was another reason why it was real important for me to kind of get these. And then obviously, again, as you guys can see, red, black colorway. This colorway on any nice silhouette Jordan, like you can't lose. I.e. a pair that I would like to have. I mean, it's kind of really hard to obtain, but obviously the all red, what's it? The
21.
21?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody know, like that's one of the ones. I do not have those. That's a beautiful shoe as well. So
it is.
And also again, I mean, you also can't see, but it's actually like on the bottom. I'm not sure if you can zoom in on that or catch that. But inside the pies is actually like stitched with material, like, and that's something that you really don't see on a lot of outsoles. This level of quality is actually stitching, like if you say what's on my jacket or something like that, that's holding the pies in. So that's something else that was another nice detail that I liked about this particular model. Like, a lot of people sleep on it, but compared to what you're getting on standard retros, like this is like band level. You know what I'm saying? Quality as far as the materials and everything, man. Yeah, just feel it. It's mind you, that shoe it's years old. Like, that's not new.
I was about to say, bro, when these drop, man.
Like, bro, like it's
Listen, y'all, I see why they call them the ice balls.
Hey, man.
These dropped years ago, man. Still icy. Those 11s, the already 11s, still icy.
Yeah, man.
Because all the pairs that I've seen of these, it's yellow all up and through there. Because it's icy on the bottom of here. I see that stitching too you was talking about.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then like I said, just feel like how thick that suede is, like on the little flap on the side, bro. Like, it's not thin. It's not anything that's like, oh my gosh, like it's going to start falling apart. Like it was worth the bread. Like the money for them shoes, like that's worth $250 or something like that for the quality that you getting on that.
We'll have to add these to the list.
Hey, bro. Hey, listen, if you can find a pair, bro, for a decent price, I say go for it.
In good condition, man. That's the thing, bro.
It's gonna be hard to find that, bro. Like, again, everybody, they're not gonna take care of their shoes like how I do or how we do. You know,
people
what I'm saying?
tear that suede.
They go. You gotta know when to wear these.
Get a mark on there and try to clean it off and just destroy it.
Yeah. You just gotta be careful, man. You just gotta know where to, what shoes to wear and when. I'm not throwing these on if I'm finna go to the club or something like that. Like, it's just if I wanted to put something on, like, hey, we shooting a show or something like that, I want to throw these on, or if I'm having like a photo shoot or something, I go ahead and throw them on. So, we're segueing into that with Jay's over 15, man. Do you want to see Jordan Brand bring a lot of that stuff out? It seems like it's a lot of fanfare behind it, but as typical with a lot of these releases, you remember the 15s, the last pairs that came out, something was wrong with them. I think, they end up hitting the outlets, and even Obsidians hit the outlet. So do we really want to see these come back from a Jordan Brand perspective where they feel that they can really monetize? Because, again, it's all about money for them. We're the minorities in this. Of course, we want to see all of this stuff come back out. We want to see the high numbers, but with the masses.
They wanted to sell.
Exactly.
And they wanted to sell fast to keep the notoriety for the brand what it is, which I understand. And just like any other shoe that they've dropped within the past, 9 or 10 years, there has to be a couple collabs. People love collabs now, man. And the thing about collabs is I'm glad it sheds light on the creative that helped make that shoe that gives it that je ne sais quoi. Like it's that, dang, like, man, that shoe tough. Like, I done seen that before. We've all seen the 15, 16, 17, 18. We've all seen those before, but some creatives can put that material, that colorway together, and it can change the whole outlook of a shoe, bro.
I agree,
the whole outlook. And I mean, as far as shoes hitting the outlet and stuff like that, I'm never opposed to an outlet pickup.
Oh, definitely.
You know what
not.
I'm saying?
Definitely not.
The last
Definitely not.
Aqua 8s before the 2025 joints, I got those from the outlet.
Crazy pickup.
Just on a random Tuesday, just going there. I'm like, dang,
Yep, that's how it be. That shipment drop in, hey, you in there.
Yeah.
You in there like swimwear, yeah. But personally, me, I definitely would like to see it, especially all of the 16s. Like, they literally release every 16 OG colorway I'm copping. Like, even too. Midnight Navies, again, that was the last pair we got. What was that back in 2016?
Yeah, I think it was 16.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So, you know, we need all of those. Cherry Woods, you know, that's number one on the hit.
Immediately. Gingers.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I already kind of told a story about that, you know, just real quick for y'all that had forgot. Had copped, man, shout out to my boy Lou. Had copped the Cherry Wood 16s off him, real good price. Man, I threw them joints on. Within an hour, I was out of commission, y'all. I'm talking about the shroud had popped, and I'm like, all right, you know, it's to be expected. These shoes at the time was pushing 20 years old.
Easy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then I was walking in South Park, and I looked down, and I seen like some stuff like some cake that was on the ground, like some crumbs. I'm like, please tell me my shoes not crumbling. Look down at them, I'm like, oh my gosh, they crumbling. They just fell apart on me, man. So I had to go into some shoe store in there, get another pair of shoes or something like that, just to keep me through the rest of the day. But yeah, man, it's definitely time for them 16s to come back.
Yeah,
like that's one of the best Jordans all time. Like far as silhouettes and models, man, just the blend again, it's like you're getting a fusion of like the 11 with the patent leather and like kind of futuristic look. 18s and all the other models after that. Like that 16 was just, it's just a beautiful shoe, man. Yeah. Like with the shroud and then obviously pushing, we are getting a couple, you know, ones after 16s. We've seen a couple pair of 15s. We really haven't seen any, you know, like the 21s. There hasn't been any really inklings about those. I don't know if they'll kind of say they're too expensive to drop or to manufacture in these days and times, and does it make sense? Because I mean, shoot, you see the 17s, they could retail at $300. That's what kind of price. I'm like, man, I can't really see myself paying $300 for a Jordan retro. Like, you already know what it is going to be in retros, guys. Like, they're not going to be the most comfortable shoes that you can get. You can get you a pair of $80 New Balance or whatnot and rock them joints all day long. Walk everywhere that you need to walk. You know, and they're comfortable. So spending $300, which again, for some people, that could be 3 pairs of shoes. Like depending on what it is that they want to cop. Like I said, hitting the outlet, you might find a Jordan or Air Force One or whatever on the hash wall. You know, $40, $50, some dunks or whatever the case may be. So $300, like that's a lot, and you're making it limited. So the likelihood of you even hitting retail is going to be hard. You're going to be forced to go into EQL raffles, which again, you got to pay a fee there. Trash. Oh, that's super, man. They need to fix that, bro.
Trash.
You're paying shipping, EQL fees, tax. Like before you know it, you $50, $60 in fees and tax and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just to get a pair of kicks. So
let me ask you this: with the extra $50 or so that they did charge for those 17 lows, it was, I would say it was because of the suitcase. Would you tell them keep the suitcase, keep it at a $225, $250 price point, and the consumer would be more prone to buying it, even if you don't limit it?
In my opinion, I really feel they could charge $250, $220 and keep the suitcase.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what time it is with shoes, and the overhead cost for Nike is pennies on a dollar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your Foot Lockers or whoever it is carrying them, you know, they paying a little bit more, you know, obviously to Nike, but they're still tripling their money when they sell it at retail. You know what I'm saying? So
easily,
I think they could, no shoe for the most part should be breaking over $250, in my opinion. You know, it's just, it's not really worth it. And again, this is my opinion. If it's just a general release or it's something that's just out there. Now, if you're talking collabs and you're getting into, you know, rare materials or just different things that they're going to put on the shoe because they have free reign, okay, maybe you can sort of justify it. Or like, I can't even justify like the Benz and stuff that's coming back out, right? So
that $355,
yeah, $355. Like I didn't even look twice. I don't care if it is like on the last episode, guys. He brought out the Ben 9s. As much as I love 9s, I'm not spending $400 on a sneaker. Not in this day and time. It's not that serious to me.
Not on one shoe.
Yeah.
Not on one shoe. And the thing about it is the Ben 6 that they just dropped was decent. Like, it was decent. I watched the breakdown of how they constructed the shoe, and they had the full grain leather wrap around on the midsole and things like that, and they had the wooden shoe trees, the shoe bags again, but 355, I'm thinking back to when the Defining Moment package first dropped, right? When the 11s and the 6s first dropped, I paid $320 after taxes at East Lamar for them joints. Like,
2 pairs of shoes.
For 2 pair. Like, not 2 pair of number J's. It was like, they Jordans. Nah, these the 6s and the 11s.
That's some guys.
We talking about, yeah, we talking about some championship numbers here.
Right.
So to see them go for $355, that was a little bit too much for me, man.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, again, for those that caught them and they was like, hey, I'm getting a Ben Jordan, cool. Hey, more power to you. But like I said, it has to be something that, like I said, I've always just wanted, and I know for a fact that while I'm buying shoes or into shoes, I'll never be able to have another opportunity to get them again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not paying $355 retail. And like I said, in today's, the backside of resale and all that is it opens up access to everybody. So you might come up on a pair on an East Bay or wherever you're looking for shoes or different boutiques and stuff. Mm-hmm. Hey, we just taking these shoes in. They weren't too popular on the market. So you might see a pair of Benz for $280 or something like that. Like, it'll be under retail, but it's still manageable. So it's just like, now it ain't like, oh man, I struck out in my local House of Hoops or local boutique. Now I'll never see these again. Like, no, I can literally get on my phone or on the laptop, search whoever boutique, website, their inventory. They might have something in the middle of Missouri somewhere, right? You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to search on Instagram or whatever. Hey, show me sneaker boutiques in Missouri. You pull it up. You never heard of these people before. You might come up on a pair. So, it's not impossible to do that. But I just really think, I guess those pairs are reserved just for certain people, I guess. I mean, they are bringing the mirrors, I think, back later on this year. I don't know if that price point will be $355 as well. Possibly. That would be a good pickup to have, but like I said, I just look at it from a value standpoint and value.
And those have been on my grill list for a while. Those Jordan 7s, because I think when they first dropped, they only dropped in like Milan or something like that. They came with the different color shoelaces, and it was like it's literally like a piece of art, the way them joints look. But it's like, if they $355 retail, I ain't getting them, bro. I can't pay that.
I mean, it's just like, it's with so much stuff coming out, man. Like, the thing is, you can never have everything, and it's always the next pair. It's always a pair that you would like to put your hands on.
Facts.
But like I said, for retail at $355, bro, and the likelihood, I mean, we don't know what they're gonna do resale or a year or two from now. Will people be like, hey, man, I pay you $1,000.
They slapping heads now.
Yeah, so I mean, but you know how that hype go, bro. Yeah. Like, I mean, something drop, and then within the immediate, weeks following, it can tank. Like, people don't really care about it or whatnot. And really, the feedback that I've gotten on it, I guess just because it doesn't have the Ben nostalgia, it's a new iteration to the line. People aren't really like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah. It's just like, all right, if you got the Benz, you got the Benz. Like, it's not really that serious. How I feel about it, I don't think it's a bad looking shoe, but it's definitely not $355. To be honest with you, even if they was $250, I wouldn't cop. Like, it's not a shoe that I'm gonna break my neck for. If I'm gonna pay $255, I'm gonna just find a 2019 infrared to buy another DS pair or something like that. Like, that's just personally me. Like, I'm not taking that over nothing that Mike put on his foot that's all black or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just personally me. You know what I'm saying? But
not those.
Yeah. So I mean, hey, I want to see it. I want to see some of the higher number stuff come out. But the only thing is if it's 300, man.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, if they come with cherry woods, that's probably my favorite 16 outside of the all black and reds, clearly. But If they come to them cherry woods, if they talking 300, yeah, so I might have to go ahead and hit that wallet. I ain't gonna cap you down. I ain't gonna cap you out. That's one thing we're gonna do here at the Supreme Saucecast. We're gonna keep it 2,000 out.
Yeah,
for certain ones, if it's retail, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go if I gotta miss a pair or whatever, offload something.
But that's the thing though. Like if the Ben 6 looked better. Cause I mean it's an all black shoe, little hits of red here and there, and that's it. Like it doesn't have that wow factor. Like when I showed the 9s on the last episode,
blew my mind, bro.
Like they have that wow factor to them. Like the gold on there is like, what in the world? Like the leather, the shoe, like it has that wow factor to them.
It does.
Like every other pair of Bens to me has that wow. So I don't know, man. I got to see him in person. I still haven't seen him in person.
We have not seen him in person. I'm pretty sure the craftsmanship is where it needs to be.
Yeah,
the materials, but at the end, 350. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's still just an all black 6. Again, if you're a person, I say, if you had all the bins, if you collect the bins, then it's a no brainer for you. Like far as from a collection standpoint, just to have them. But me personally, I would allocate $355 towards other shoes. I'll buy like 2 pair of Jot 3s or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
true.
You know what I'm saying? So
True.
that's just personally me, man.
So All-Star Week was in the month of February, and the warning label pack came out, and
Nike killed it.
The sought after pairs were so limited. Like they were so limited to the point where you literally had to be in LA, but not just be in LA. You probably had to know somebody
Facts.
to even get the real sought after pairs.
Facts.
And it's like when you have an all-star drop, it should be more accessible to the people that wants the shoes, because you drop the bins on sneakers, but none of the warning label all-star pack drops on sneakers.
I mean, unless they gonna try to do it maybe a week later or something like that. I don't know. I mean, it don't really make too much sense to me. I mean, in which they did have some all-star iterations that you could get, like the Jives, like the Cobalt Blues and stuff that I had.
Right.
Those were technically all-stars as well.
Mm-hmm.
But, they did have like the pack where there's, what you seen Jalen Brunson rocking, just those very vibrant, the ones KD's had on, the KD had on, the green joint. I think his was green.
Yeah, the KD's was green.
Yeah. So,
the low top, Kobe 3s, the purple joints with the kind of like gold iridescent on there.
Yeah. Brian joints look good too. I ain't gonna lie. Brian, they hooked him up.
Yeah, them joints fire. I actually like the Bron 23s though.
Yeah.
I actually like that shoe.
It's a nice shoe.
Yeah,
man.
I like that shoe.
Did that. I like how they got the crown on the side and stuff for them, man.
Yeah,
real good design on those. But yeah, it was kind of weird that none of the boutiques or nobody had those available.
Crazy.
I mean, they did drop the Jaws though, the Swarovski joints. That was a part of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I did see they kind of had the same little case that the other shoes.
Crazy limited.
Yeah.
Crazy because I actually went for them. I ain't get them.
Yep.
Crazy.
Hey, those
limited.
Air Force Ones, they sat around a little bit, but those clean though. Have you seen those in person?
Yeah. I do like those.
Leather inside and all. I mean, that's like a collab level. Like, again, I understand it's a Josh / Air Force One, but the materials used, like, it's A1. Like, they didn't skip a beat.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's all black Air Force One. It's subjective, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But far as a GR and you're paying $200 or something like that for Air Force One, it warrants that. Like, that was a really, really nice shoe.
Yeah, they decent. They decent.
Yeah.
I just don't like how they handled the drops for All-Star. Yeah. I wish it could have been better than that, man. Me personally, even going back to the Super Bowl, I don't like how they handled the drop of the Super Bowl. How they dropped the reverse primetime joints.
That was crazy.
They dropped those the Saturday before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, why would you do a shock drop the Saturday before the Super Bowl and not like during the halftime show or something like
to get everybody amped up. And not only that, sneakers catfishing folk. They had Coach Prime pair of ours on the pictures, like with the his Prime logo on the tongue, and they were just like the normal 21, like the all red joints, the OG joints that came out. By the way, dope shoe. Check out the page. We actually just made a post about that as well. You can get those on sale from a website. Y'all please follow us on Instagram for the Lowski. But even if you had to pay retail, it's worth it. Everybody knows it's a classic shoe. But nonetheless, yeah, sneakers, I don't know what they were doing. Like, everybody was, oh, yeah, man, we actually got one of Coach Prime, PE shoes, because they was advertising in his Prime's closet. Man, people were putting up videos like, man, what is this? Like, what is the Prime thing at? Like, they literally holding up their phone. This is the picture of Nike, and this is what I got.
You got the colorway.
You got the colorway. That's about it. And you got the hang tag to say Prime. You know what I'm saying? But you don't got the prime time. You know what I'm saying? You don't got the prime. Your prime time come on about 6 o'clock. This ain't that 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? This ain't that 8 o'clock. So, Nike, man, they'll pull a quick one, man.
As I always say, Nike, go Nike.
There it is.
And they do it every time.
Facts, man.
Every time, man.
But speaking of All-Star drop, what you think about all this Union stuff? What do you think about the trio ones that they coming out with? Obviously, the all-white pair. And obviously, it's Unions by Frags. The white pair, they're saying that's like going to virtually be untouchable, which, again, I'm not. I actually think Nike got this right.
I don't even like the white pair.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
So the pair that's going to be releasing on sneakers and it's going to be widely available, that's the best pair.
The one everybody
want. That's the one everybody wanted. I think they got that right.
Yeah.
Now, the ones that are getting, released at certain boutiques, I did see somebody was saying it was mostly like black and brown tier 0 accounts, like all the Witness stores, Amamaye, Social, ABB, so forth. They're going to get them. They got the raffles. I think they got a
That's the one I like. I like the Royal pair. That's the one I like.
That white kind of throws me off at the top. I don't know why. It's a nice shoe. It's still based off of a Royal.
Right.
But it just throws me off a little bit.
I think what I like most about it is how they changed the color of the laces to kind of give it that 85 look. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen pictures of the Royal pairs from 85, and they all have that real light royal blue type faded look to it. Yeah. So that's what really grabbed my attention.
Yeah. See, man, you're going to make me end up trying to put it into some joints, man. I was going to stay away from it. But now that you mention it.
Union can't do no wrong, man. Yeah. They have some of the best collabs. I haven't put in for none of the ones, but I don't know. I wasn't impressed for them. Like, I have so many ones that I don't wear, bro.
Man, listen.
Like, I have so many.
It's ridiculous. I got so many ones, bro. Like, for me to love Jordans like I do, bro, I was looking in my room, and it's like, yo, I got too many ones.
Yeah.
Like, shout out homeboy A-Wig, man. We gonna have you on the show soon, Brody. That's the one guy.
King of the Jordan 1s.
And SBs. That's all
King
he rock.
Of the Jordan 1s, bro.
Jordan 1s and SBs. He'll get a retro here and there, but for the most part, if it's a Jordan 1 that's dropping, bro, he got it.
I really think bro can probably fill this room up with Jordan 1s,
easily,
bro. Like just Jordan 1s alone. Like,
yeah. I'm putting him up against anybody in the city, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm keeping all the way a band with you. I mean, you might have some people that ducked off that they got a lot of ones or some crazy collection, but far as like that's literally how we wear shoes. That's all he wears. So you guys know that run that the ones had probably over the last 5 years. You getting 2-3 seem like retro ones every week. Like, you know what I'm saying? How they was coming out. So by, naturally, if that's what Jordan is dropping, I'm going to end up copping them, or if it's stuff that I like, you know what I'm saying? And ones are just great to wear. Like, it's an all-purpose shoe.
Easy.
You can dress it up, dress it down, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can't really go wrong. But yeah, I got way more ones that I would like. I would say that much. And there's probably pairs that I honestly probably won't even put on that I would be easily willing to part with. But as y'all know, once the market again, emphasis on that. Once that tank, it's like, is it even worth it for me taking $100 loss, $110 loss? Like, I might as well just keep it. You know what I'm saying? At that point.
And the good thing about ones, though, is that they last so long.
Exactly.
So you ain't got to worry about the airbag going dead in them. You ain't got to worry about swapping the sole out because they rotten. I mean, obviously, you storing your kicks in the way that they should be stored to keep them icy and not yellow fast. Yeah. So keep them, bro. You can't sell your stuff for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't going, bro. Like, I can't break myself to that point too, is where I'm literally giving my stuff away.
No.
Y'all hear us talk about this a lot of time because again, we do have, massive collections. Like we got a lot of stuff. So it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And we're always thinking like, man, I don't have no more space, but it's like I can't just give my stuff away or, and I'm getting nothing for it. Like say if I'm offering a couple of, pairs of shoes or a pair of shoes for something else and value-wise it's kind of neck and neck. Like you're taking this stuff to these boutiques, man, they still gonna try to charge you the tax. They say if you just say if a shoe is $350, right? With sales tax, you're gonna pay about $380 for it, right? Yep. So they're gonna try to incorporate the taxes if you're buying that, and they're gonna try to shortchange you on the value of your shoes for $40 or $50. So it's like, bro, I'm just like literally 50. Giving you an extra 100.
We're talking about 100,
and it could be a shoe. Just hypothetically speaking, like I just had a recent situation where I was gonna trade in for one shoe, and my shoe retail obviously is like $220, $230 or whatever it was.
Okay.
Retail for the other shoe $150 or $160 or something like that, right? But the kind of shoe that it was is gonna garner some hype, so obviously it's gonna resell for twice what it was worth.
Okay.
Right. So my offer was, yo, you know what I'm saying? Take these and I'll give you the asking price for the particular shoe in question was $350. That's why I used that example. So market for the shoe that I had that retailed around about $230 or something like that was, anywhere from $300 to $320. We'll just say round number $320.
Okay.
All right. So if I'm like, hey, yo, bro, I give you $50 and these shoes, just give me those. Mind you, I'm already knowing for the most part what he paid for the shoe. You didn't pay no more than $270, $265 for the shoe from the person, just because I'm already knowing. If that person paid resale, he got it for retail, the person who's selling you the shoe, they still gonna make a little bit of change on top of it because like I said, the shoe retail originally for $160. So if he paid you $260, $270, that's an extra $100 in your pocket. You got your money back for the shoe, all as well. And then it leave obviously some room for him to resell it or whatever the case may be. So like I said, it's more than fair. My shoe technically costs more retail, and you're asking $350 for yours. Mine is going $320 all day, and that's just a quick look at StockX or any of the resale sites.
Right.
That's only a $30 difference. So I'm like, bro, I'll give you $50 just off the strength. You're asking for $350 on yours. Mine is roughly going. If I was coming here to sell it, that's the first thing you're gonna do is pull up the phone and see what they're going for. $320. And I'll pay your tax. Like I said, if you're going to pay $350, it's going to be about $375, close to $380, something like that. I'm like, bro, I'll pay you the difference of what face value of the shoe is, and I'm going to pay your tax.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro, I need 80. Bro, what? Now, mind you, y'all might be thinking like, oh, well, there's just a difference of $30 on you. It's the principle, bro. $80, like, I'm still grateful $80 not going to make or break me. But it's the principle, bro. Yeah. I'm not giving you my shoes to where it's going to create more money for you and giving you more cash than I should be to get one of your shoes. Again, on a shoe that you're going far as if I was able to hit both for retail, I'm spending an extra $70 or whatnot on this shoe that I have versus the one that you have. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it doesn't make sense, bro. So it's like, I can't.
It's stores not doing good business.
That was terrible business,
at the end of the day. I understand you have a business to run, and I put up a post on the podcast page, and I'm like, how much of a percentage do you think these stores should make? Should they make 20 to 30, 40 to 50, 60 to 70%? From a shoe that you sold them, how much? Yeah. And I look at the percentages because when I look at money and I'm looking at the exchange and how much the profit, I like to look at the percentage. I'm a stocks guy. I like looking at options, so I want to see the percentage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I try to take a shoe to a store, which I recently did as well, I tried to take a shoe to a store. It was a Kobe, right? Now, first thing I done, as you said, every store wants to pull up StockX. So I pull up StockX, go to the size I have. It's brand new. Hit like I'm about to buy it so that I can see the taxes. They come out to around $360 after taxes and fees and everything, right? So the pair that I have is worn once. So I'm like, you know what? I know they're not going to charge $360 because this is a new pair. They'll probably charge $260, $270 for them, right? So I'm like, I'll let them go for $200. They'll make $70, right? So I go to the store and they offer me $150 for the shoe.
What?
$150 for this shoe.
Do you mind disclosing the Kobe that you were?
The Kobe, the 8s, the ones you showed last time.
Hold on,
right?
Hold on.
Now I'm talking about all laces included, box included, shoes literally worn once.
$150.
$150. $150 for this shoe now. So
don't get me fired up.
So
here,
I'm in the store and I'm talking to the guys and I'm like, well, if I've got it new, I walked them through the process. And they're like, yeah, we'll sell it for about $260. So you're offering me $150, but you literally just told me in my face you're gonna sell it for $260.
And I just supposed to be happy with that. Mind you, this is a shoe that retail. What was the retail on them? $215,
yeah,
$220, something like that.
Yeah.
Like if you were able to get them at retail, like that was a hard shoe to get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm supposed to take over $100 or close to $100 loss just to make you money.
Literally.
Now, mind you, I understand you said they're 1-1. So obviously they're not DS. They can still be in great shape. I get that. Like you can deduct, depending on the shoe, $30, $40 from it, whatever.
Which I understand.
Right. Which again, you get it.
Yeah.
But you're gonna offer me $150
and tell me that you're gonna sell it for $260. And I'm like, yo, I want $200 for it. Like,
and you still showing love,
right?
Because you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, you look on Saucecast, they going for they could sell them for $260, $270 all day,
easy. Like this is a sought after Kobe. This isn't, this is a sought after Kobe. Like anybody that hoop is gonna want this shoe. Like
or somebody like me that just love Kobe's. Like that's one. Oh, that's one of them ones.
And
like,
so of course I decline because it's like, why would I let you try to give me way less than what a shoe is worth? For what reason? To me, I'd rather give the shoe away.
Exactly. If I'm going to take a L, I might as well make somebody else do it.
I'd rather do a shoe drive for school and give that shoe to a kid that can wear them.
Exactly.
And that's going to appreciate them than sell them to a store that tries to not do good business.
Exactly.
I understand that these resale shops need to make money. I totally understand that. But one thing I understand as well is that you're making money if you're opening up other locations.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Constantly.
You're not opening up other locations without making money here. But don't steal and do bad business. Well, I'm not going to say steal, but don't do bad business with the people in your community that has been supporting you.
Exactly. And that's probably going to come to you first if they ever do need to, buy, sell, trade, whatever the case may be. Like, I don't understand that. And then a lot of these people or these shops, it's my situation right now. This particular business, they not really doing no crazy numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least from what I'm seeing.
Okay.
So it's just like, bro, if you're in business to make money. I'm a businessman, so I understand the game. I'm not coming in there asking you, hey, bro, give me, or if I'm selling you a shoe, if it's going for $320 on StockX or whatever, I'm not expecting for you to pay me $320 because you're not StockX. You got to make some money up front and potentially after whenever you make the sale, because it ain't no guarantee somebody going to come in there right after me and buy the same exact shoe that I want. And this is the kicker. He didn't even have the shoe that I had in his inventory. So it ain't like it's a situation, certain shoes, they'll be like, hey, man, we got, 3, 4, 5, 13s, and this we don't need no more, whatever. You didn't even have these, and this is an easy sale, bro. Bro, I'm talking about this white cement 3s.
Oh, yeah.
Like, bro, if you got a resale shop, how hard is it really going to be for you to move that particular shoe?
Yeah.
Anybody that's deep in the game, in Jordans or whatever.
And I know they were good condition.
No, they DS.
Oh.
Well, I be having doubles, triples, and quadruples and stuff sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? So these are DS, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, you don't have this in your inventory. It's a DS shoe. And it ain't a DS. You're talking top 4 Jordan all time. Like, so if you can't move that or you don't have the clientele, like, you're in the wrong business, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he gonna need the 80.
Hey, so that's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, I'm coming into it being generous to you. I'm already more invested from a money perspective in this particular shoe because for retail, it costs more than the shoe that you got, right? So again, even if you did pay more, again, then obviously my shoe at retail to make sure you broke off the other customer. Right. Which again, the way you acting with me, you probably robbed him, gave him $200 for a shoe that was worth $350, $360 or whatever. Yeah, so it's like, bro, you're that close on your margins or whatever, or you're gonna fend off because again, I ain't never really did business with this person, but bro, you don't know who I am essentially like that or who I know. I can literally flood your store with customers or people that's in that lane that does resell if you got good stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you're being that petty over a couple of dollars. Like, that's not how I run my business. If I can look out, like, yo, you know what? This is the first time you shopping, bro. It ain't a bad deal. I'm not making my normal, but I am still making something. You're going to come back and deal with me. Before you go to these other resale shops or anytime, you do want to offload something, you're going to remember how I treated you in this particular deal and you're going to come back. Business. That's good business. That's what people don't understand, man. Like, business, again, it ain't about the money. I got $80 in my pocket. If I want, I can buy the shoe straight out. If I wanted to pay the $300-$400, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? But it's the principle for me, man. I'm not finna give you, I understand business. I understand you got to make money, but I got to make money too. I'm not coming in here to give you shoes and I'm taking the short end of the stick. And or if I'm selling you my shoes, we see a lot of those videos that come on, people be, hey, yeah, we're buying this, that, and the third. Like, yeah, they're buying for 1/3 of what the shoe is worth. If you can get 300, I'm telling you guys.
Bro, what was that video we seen? I think dude sold like, it was like 12 to 14 pair of shoes.
Yeah, the average, we did the math. The average was like $70 a pair. So now I'm trying to do was he had some heat. Some of the stuff was warm, but when I say it was heat, like he had some limited stuff, collab stuff. Like he had some heat. And on average, it came out to about like 70. And it was might only been like maybe crazy. 2 or 3 pairs out to 12 that was really one of those kind of highly, sought out for resale type pairs. Yeah. Other ones were kind of, general release Jordans or whatever, but they still retro, bro. They're still $200 shoes. That's how I'm looking at it, right? Yeah. So by no means, if I don't care what it is, bro. If I'm offloading shoes, bro, the average price will be well over retail for what I'm getting off of. I don't care if it's a hype shoe in there or not. Like, bro, just hypothetically speaking, like these, I don't know what the resale is or, nothing like that on them. I'm pretty sure they should be well over retail. But if I pay whatever the price is, 200 and you just say 215 or whatever, I'm not even sure how much the retros were, when it was coming out then. Like, bro, I'm not finna take this shoe in here to UDS and you gonna tell me I'm finna give you $150 for these. Just because the market says, like, say these are selling for StockX right now, what you gonna get. Right at retail or something like that.
If that.
You know what I'm saying? If that. A DS shoe, they're gonna pull up StockX.
These really
the last sale was.
I'll give you 100.
Yeah, like and with a straight face, like they're gonna tell you that, like, hey, I'm gonna give you $100 for these, brand new, never worn. Do y'all see these at y'all local store? No, these are years old. Like this is old. This is pushing 5 years old now. You know what I'm saying? So, like, bro, I'm not just gonna give you my shoes. Yeah. I'm not doing that. Like, so I don't understand, bro.
Some people will.
Clearly.
Some people
just become, I guess they just want to feel like that they're doing business in the sneaker that makes them feel like, oh, I'm really in the game because I came in here with 15, 16 pairs. I'm a real deal reseller or whatever. Like,
or I guess they just need some type of capital.
But they're losing money. So you don't get no capital. You're losing unless you're stealing this stuff, they're losing bread, bro.
Yeah.
Period. Like if it's not something that's super hype, Travis or just anything that's super limited and exclusive, you're not making no money off of it. Like what's the last Jordans? So it's kind of a bad example, but like the Flint 9s, even though like the quality and stuff wasn't the greatest on those, regardless, you go into your local Foot Locker or something like that. If you ain't got no coupons or whatever, bro, you paying $230. Yeah, $230. So just because this shoe you can pull up on StockX that is going for, we just gonna say 170. I don't know what it is. I don't really keep up with StockX. Say if it's going for 170. I just bought this. I literally went straight to Foot Locker and I came into your store. All right, bro, we'll give you 100.
Yeah.
What? And like it's videos out there of people doing this. I don't care if you get it on the swoosh or not. Even on the swoosh, you paying 140, 150 or something like that. So it's like, bro, they'll literally, you will see these guys, they have most of all the recent releases that ain't just sitting. And you obviously don't resell. You probably get it cheaper, or certain boutiques, they run in coupons, percentage off and stuff like that.
Right.
And they're literally giving this to these guys.
Yeah.
Like, make it make sense. What, he's
seen
supposed
it
to look
happen.
out for a hype shoot for you eventually? Like, bro,
I've
he's
seen
not
it
looking out
happen.
for you on your stuff that you trying to sell him. He gonna wax you on yours. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, man.
Yep. I've seen it. And I've done business with this store before, good business. Like, but it was when they were first starting out, and the guys that actually own it were the ones in the store talking to customers, making the deals. And now, since they've gotten a little bit bigger, then they have people working in there. And I guess, I don't know if they've given them a dollar amount, or they've coached them on how to buy or how to sell, whatever. But it's just bad business, man.
Super
so
bad business, bro.
I keep the shoe and I keep it pushing.
Hey, man, super bad business, man.
Yeah,
So, you know, with all that, and it's a good segue, as far as with All-Star, and obviously clearly gambling with shoes. If you buy a shoe nowadays, if for some reason you got to get off of it, it's a gamble on whether it's going to take it or not.
100%.
So, you seen where Adam Silver came out, that's the commissioner for the NBA, if you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He came out and was saying that it was going to be potential changes with the upcoming draft or future drafts, is where teams are tanking. It's pretty much, I guess it's not going to be a traditional rookie draft. I think he sort of pitched it as like everybody's going to kind of be a free agent, is where I guess whoever has the biggest bag. And again, I could be off on this, but from what I took with just a quick overview, what I looked at, it was going to be something like that I guess it wasn't going to incentivize teams from tanking, to is where I guess everybody would be able to kind of have their hand in the pot for the top prospects or something like that. And as you guys know, it was the Utah Jazz, and I forget the other team, but they were fined like $500,000. Well, that's a drop in the bucket for those teams.
I did see that.
But they fined them because they were literally pulling out all of their starters at the end of the fourth quarter and set them the whole time. They a close game. It wasn't a blowout. They literally set their whole starting line.
So at the start of the fourth, they'll set the starters no matter what the score is. It don't matter. They
like they did. This was against the Orlando Magic. I think they were winning the game, and they set them down the whole fourth quarter.
Wow.
Yeah. So he came out and said this, and I seen some people on Twitter, they were just talking, and it made sense. He probably got a call from one of them gambling partners, your DraftKings, your FanDuels, and all that stuff of the world, one of the big sponsors, like, yo, teams can't be doing this because it's impacting betting, whether that's on the winning side, if it's us in this situation, say if you're betting over and under, right?
Yeah.
So if the books have, the numbers skewed or swayed towards the over, which most people are going to bet overs. Just for whatever reason, people don't like to bet unders because they scared the player going to go over the line or whatnot. Books make money on that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So say if a player is, we got an under on this kid, or say the under was plus money, and a lot of people are going to try to play that, and then the books, they will have the over like minus, something you couldn't play, like 200 minus 180 or something like that. And they're intentionally sitting players, like say, and live betting is a thing too. So if it's like, if this player is at 10 rebounds in the middle of the third quarter or something like that, everybody's going to hammer the over for him to get 14 boards, 15 boards, or whatever the case may be. Yeah. But you're setting people down at the end of the third quarter, and they're never going in on the fourth. The line is obviously over 12. Like, if you know, I gamble. So if you know anything about gambling, like, the line will never, ever essentially be in a third quarter for an NBA game right at what the player has. It's not to say if he has 12 boards, the line ain't going to be 12 and a half. No. It's going to be 13 and a half or 14 and a half or something like that. Right. So if you're just going to sit the player, both sides lose. So if you're betting the over-under, the line is at 13 and a half and he only got 12 rebounds, everybody's anticipating he's going to play in the fourth quarter. The books and the people that's playing, that's gambling. Right. If he sits down, don't get another board, everybody essentially loses as far as, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, if you're going to bet, the under is going to hit because he's going to stay at 12. But far as what people are thinking, nobody's essentially going to win. You're not going to get money in on that.
Well, my take on it is that it just ruins the essence of gambling, period, because gambling is a game of chance.
Exactly.
When you set players down at the end of the third, they don't play a whole nother quarter. That ruins the game. The gambling, the game of chance.
Yep.
As in gambling, like you literally had no chance for this player to even go over or you had no chance for it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And they ended up losing that game. It was against the Magic. They came back. I think they had at the end of the third, it was a reasonable lead. It wasn't nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like NBA 20 points ain't nothing where they shoot threes. You know what I'm saying? So that's nothing. Yep. I don't think it was quite a 20-point lead, but nonetheless, they end up losing that game. The Magic came all the way back and beat them. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's another thing like I was saying with the books. Like, if you talking money lines or whatever, you thinking it's a lot, you know, far as with the Jazz, you're going to take in a lot of money or whatever the case may be. And they pull that, it's like, yo, y'all just literally kind of threw the game for it. So,
y'all just stole money from me.
So, yeah, man.
Essentially.
So, the NBA wild right now,
man. And with the NBA, man, when I was on my gambling stuff, like I hated gambling NBA. Like it was so finicky with the NBA. And now that gambling is allowed in so many more states, it's even more of a cash cow. Like even when I look back to the NFL season and I see the this past NFL season had some of the craziest games I have ever seen.
Facts.
And I'm like, yo, this has to do with gambling, plain and simple. You can't convince me this ain't got nothing to do with gambling. Like, I'm talking about teams up 28 points. And it's like, this ain't basketball. This is football, bro. You're not supposed to be able to come back from 28 points like that and have multiple games in the season where teams are doing this, where it's a team that is not even that good, coming back and beating the previous Super Bowl champs.
Yep, you're right, bro.
Like that makes no sense to me.
You're right, bro. Like it's NBA crazy, man. NFL, you know, speaking of that too, you know, it was a Super Bowl. Congrats to the Seattle Seahawks. They, you know, beat the Patriots.
That defense. I told everybody.
Yeah.
I said that defense.
You caught it. I mean, just the way sports is, man. I was leaning towards the Patriots on the spread just simply because of how janky it be. Like everybody was on the Seahawks. I knew from a football sense, bro, you know, what time it was on the field. But again, we've seen it like you just hinted at. We've seen too many times where what should happen doesn't happen. It's just like, you know, hey, that could have been the rig all season. They was like, yo, we going to have some janky games in there, but everybody know the Seahawks going to win. Hey, everybody going to be on the Patriots. We're going to take everybody money, and then we're going to go home.
And I mean, the Seahawks, I've seen them play a couple times this season, a few times actually, and I'm like, yo, that defense, it looks like their old Seahawks defense with Richard Sherman, Cam Chancellor, Earl. I'm like, yo.
Bennett.
And the thing about it, I'm like, hold on, who was their quarterback? Like, I didn't even know who their quarterback was, bro. And then I seen it was Darnold. I'm like, yo, all he has to do is play decent. Like, he ain't even got to play good, bro. All he got to do is go out there, not turn the ball over.
Yep. No turnovers. And they
not do no stupid fumbling or nothing like that. Hand the ball off. Let what was number 9 name?
Kenny Williams, right?
That running back.
Yeah, Walker.
Yep, yeah.
Walker.
Oh my good man,
toting that thing. Hey, that boy was toting that pill out there. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I love to see it, boy.
Man, when you got a defense like that and a run game, bro, it's gonna be a long day.
Yeah, and that's what it was, man. That Super Bowl was probably one of the weakest in recent memory. Like I was completely like not into it. What's your quick take on the halftime show? That was a big ordeal as well.
So the halftime show, bro, it was like I couldn't understand it, bro. I mean, I couldn't understand it. You know, me and the fam sitting there watching it, and you know, we watching the dancing and stuff, and
I mean, like.
It's like, okay.
Like the whole performance, like when I seen where Ricky, what's his name? Ricky Martin, he got on there. I'm thinking he gonna say, you know, living La Vida Loca or something like that, like something that we gonna recognize and know. Like he didn't do that. And again, ain't no knock. Again, I'm fully aware, it's, you know,
1,000%.
Latin, you know, presence here in the United States. But I mean, you know, we're not a bilingual country. You know what I'm saying? That was my only knock. Like the performance, the visuals, and all that. The emphasis on the visuals was up to par. You know what I'm saying? So,
and you know why I don't have a problem with it is because it was kind of like a slap in the face to Trump too.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's like you got all this ICE stuff going on. You're harassing people that's literally just trying to make money and support their families. And so, you know what? Let's interrupt one of the biggest things in your country.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Biggest.
Let's interrupt that. So I'm not mad at it. You know, I can deal with one halftime show where I'm just vibing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you know,
I can't say the words, but I'm a vibe to
you gonna
it.
vibe. Yeah. Like I said, I ain't mad at that. I mean, for the overall statement and stuff, I'm definitely with that. I get it, but you know, from an entertainment perspective, like it's just we couldn't understand it, so it went like I could sing along. And I mean, I'm not a Bad Bunny fan. I'm pretty sure he has other songs that he's on. He might speak English on there. I'm not sure. Again, guys, I don't listen to his music. I understand he's a very big artist. I get that. Some of his Adidas collabs and stuff have been very nice.
Yep.
I know about him like through the shoes and stuff like that. But yeah, far as just something that was gonna keep me glued to the TV, like in my opinion, personally, the one that was in LA with Snoop and them, that's the best halftime show. For me, my favorite, because again, I like rap music and everything. Yeah, they had Kendrick and stuff last year, and I'm not the biggest.
Too.
Yeah, K-Dot Blank, but I'm not hopping in my ride just bumping some Kendrick. That's just personally me. That's not. But as far as that throwback Snoop and Dre, like y'all know, that's one of the titans and the goats of rap game. Probably the number one rapper all time and one arguably number one producer all time. Like that whole thing with 50 and it was perfect. Mary like in LA, like it was just was just for me and the kind of music that I like. That's what I like now. All time, I seen a couple lists and stuff out there with people. Bro, that was MJ in 93, bro. Like, bro, literally popped out on the stage, ain't say nothing for 6 or 7 minutes. I mean, people going crazy. Like, you literally saw MJ, people in the crowd fainting. This at the Super Bowl. If y'all don't know, everything's on a tight schedule.
Yeah.
Perform your songs, get everybody in and all. Mike popped out the stage and just stood there, didn't say nothing. Next thing you know, they got a dupe. He popping up on the scoreboard. This back in 93.
Yeah.
Popping up at the scoreboard like Mike is literally transporting around the whole stadium and just got out there and did what he had to do and leaving people fainted. They went to the Super Bowl, did not finish watching the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm in the hospital. I done fainted because Mike out here. You feel me? So it's just like, that's my number one all time. And then, certain people say Prince was number one, which I can't argue with that. Bro ran Purple Rain and it started raining as soon as he started playing the song in Miami. So
these are legends.
That's crazy. Them top two, like I said,
you can't argue with that.
Yeah, like I said, my personal was hands down Snoop and Dre. Like, because again, obviously Super Bowl, it has to be for the masses.
Right.
Rap is a huge thing, of course, but obviously they're gonna opt for just the more super global genres of music, your rock bands and. Your Rolling Stones and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, personally, that was my favorite, man, for sure. So with that, just speaking of like spectacles, what are some of your favorite TV show or movie moments when it pertain to sneakers?
Man, I would say my favorite one is Martin, bro.
Yeah.
I think it was when he got I think it was the Shadow 10s. And Gina was like, Martin, you went and bought them and a new sweatsuit? and Martin looked at her. He said, you think I didn't when I did?
Hey, boy, what?
You think I didn't when I did?
Hey, facts. Hey, man. Yeah, I might have to double up with you on that, bro. Martin used to be killing them with his J's on there, bro. Like, it was real time when it was actually dropping. And what was so crazy, obviously the show was supposed to be based in Detroit, in which that was Mike's biggest op during that time. You know what I'm saying? So that just
shows his influence,
exactly.
Bro.
So like I said, how we open up the show, that lets you guys know how big MJ was. He the GOAT. Like, bro, you could be in the city, but I'm rooting for the Pistons or whatever. Bro, I'm rocking J's. Now, you have certain people out there like, I just really hated Mike that much that I didn't wear the shoes. Like I hated
it's
him. Like I'm a
there.
New York Knicks fan, and that's just what it is. Like I will not buy a pair of Jordans ever. I get that. I mean, but that's very far and few between.
That's
like,
how I feel about a pair of Ewins. Bro, the way Mike and Scotty boomed on Ewing, bro, I cannot wear a pair of Ewins, bro. I just can't do it, bro.
Hey man,
I just can't do it.
Shout out to Pat.
It's just one of them ones, bro.
It wasn't his fault, bro. Like everybody got that treatment from Jordan, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't his fault, man. But yeah, let me see. What's another good one? I will say it wasn't nothing that I knew watching the movie, but just to know post, like the behind the scenes and all the stuff that came out after. Your boy Michael Keaton Batman had them sixes on, bro. To convert his six boots.
Crazy.
When I found that out, I was like, "Oh man, Batman and James, come on, bro."
The sixes,
hey, that's for the hood right there, now. Hey,
that was tough.
Come on, bro. So
right
I'll probably say that's one of my moments, like dealing with film or TV shows with sneakers that really, made my eyeballs pop. And I'm like, yo, you know what? Again, to Jordan's influence, there were other sneakers. Nike made other sneakers. Other players had other shoes.
For sure.
Man, Batman said, "Boy, I gotta have them J's, boy. I gotta have them J's, man.
Yeah.
I gotta have them J's." You feel me? So. Man, but over time, like Seinfeld, he stayed as a J. He a big Jordan fan. He would break out some dope Nikes and some J's and stuff like that, man.
Seinfeld. One of my other favorites is what's the old school when they in college with Dwayne Different World. Yep. I used to love seeing them rock the J's.
Fresh Prince, come on. Hey, Fresh Prince, you already know how Will was coming. You know how Will was coming. So man, it's been a few like TV shows that really showcase.
I hate that they don't do that now, man. Like with the show, because there's so many shows that's out on Netflix. I like to see them have a scene with my boy Mickey from Lincoln Lawyer in the gym hooping or something.
Boy Mickey.
He got on a pair of J's or something, a pair of phones. You know what I'm saying? Like just a little something to throw something from the culture in there. Even what's the other show with that come on Hulu? Reasonable Doubt. Yeah. That seemed like something that would have happened in Reasonable Doubt by now.
Yeah, they had some J's.
You know what I'm saying? So it's. I feel like they're missing the mark on a couple of things with the shows where it's a good show, but it's like it can be a little bit more. But wait, there's more. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. Stuff for everybody, man. So
Right.
Yeah, but things change, and again with culture, again it's still big for us, like with sneakers and stuff like that. But the masses, again, you're gonna see people just wearing Brooks and Owns and just comfortable stuff. So it's not like, again, with Jordans back then. Again, guys, as I touched on at the beginning of the show, people were losing their lives over Jordans. Like that was just, it didn't matter what color you were. You just wanted to be like Mike. That slogan, "Hey, I want to be like Mike," that was real. Big deal. You wanted to drink Gatorade. You wanted to eat Wheaties for breakfast, even though the cereal is not good. I love cereal. We might talk about that on a different episode, like our favorite cereals or something like that. But that's not a good cereal, guys.
Yeah.
But everybody wanted to eat like Mike. Whatever, McDonald's. So our McDonald's was booming. Everybody wanted to eat McDonald's because that's what the commercial Mike was on, right? So anything back then he wanted to do, and you also got to understand it wasn't cell phones and stuff. You can't just pick it up and like, all right, well, this is kind of what I like. No, the only thing that you digest is what the mass media wanted to push to you. And on every single channel, it was, Michael Jordan, period. On all the products. So whatever Mike kind of endorsed and whatever it is that he wanted, that's what you wanted. So that's why, again, you seen, a guy like Seinfeld, you wouldn't think that he would be in the Jordans or something just looking at him, right?
Right.
He doesn't come essentially like from, our background or anything like that. But he's an avid sneaker collector. He had them J's on the show, like vintage Nikes and stuff like that. Like they was rocking that stuff.
Bowls.
So So like, I mean, you have a pair of Wrangler jeans with the polo shirt
tucked in
with some cement threes on, like whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Whatever was out, the nines and stuff, like So it's just one of those things, man, where that's when you've reached that pinnacle of, like we just talked about, Michael Jackson and Jordan. Those, you hear people talk about meeting Jordan. Shannon Sharpe is real good for telling his story. It's like when they meet him, it's like he's not real. It's like he's levitating. And I remember we were you know,
You're a living
blessed.
legend.
Yeah, we were blessed here to have him, you know,
bro.
as an owner. He didn't do much with the team, but far as just having the opportunity to see Mike in the flesh, like not on TV. I remember the first time we had season tickets for the Bobcats, and the first time he walked in, I like checked out, bro. Like it was beyond on some fanning out. It was just like, it was, I mean, they call him Black Jesus, bro. Like for real. Like it was one of those moments, like I kind of went into a different reality. Like, that's really Mike. That's like, that's him. Like you see the players on the court, like whoever they were playing, Kevin Durant, whoever it was, like I'm not even watching the game. He's just sitting on the bench, drinking or eating or whatever he was doing. Bro, that's Michael Jordan. Like, this is the dude on my shoes. Like, this is the dude that's on my clothes. Like, legit. I have all of his shoes.
Yeah.
That's him. Like, this isn't like somebody I'm seeing on TV, or like they can make a robotic image, or, you know, an animation. Like, this is really Michael Jeffrey Jordan. That's him. I literally locked in and phased out on that dude for probably like 10 to 15 minutes, real time. Yeah. I was in the game with Pops. He was like, bro, what's wrong with you? Like, he tripping. Because, I mean, mind you, I've seen Mike play as a kid, you know, something like that. But as an adult, for me to quantify, that's Michael Jordan. And mind, this ain't him playing. This is when he was owning the team. He ain't out there hooping. But it was just for the simple fact, like, bro, I cannot believe I'm in the same vicinity, and where our seats were kind of like right. He would sit right at the end of the bench. So we were like a couple rows up from that. Okay. So, like, I could read his lips, hear if he yelling, I could hear everything that he was saying. Yeah. And I'm just like, bro, that's Mike.
Oh, they yell, Mike, I need a size 11.
Hey, I don't need no that. I need his size. We wear the same size. That's another thing. Mike wear 13, I wear 13. So like I said, hey, if I could get any of that stuff he had, oh my goodness, boy. Man, that's crazy.
Speaking of getting your own Air Jordan, let's talk about these.
Whew.
Let's talk about these. Let's talk about the recent Dornbecker drop.
Fire.
Where my boy Zach went crazy on his design.
And by the way, that's one of the best programs in sneakers too, man.
Yeah, shout out to the Dornbecker
I love
Foundation, the hospital, the children that put in the work, and the nurses and the staff that helped them get healthy again. And shout out to the Big G for blessing them with the health to make it through. But let's talk about these 17s. Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, my goodness. When I say my boy Zach done his thing, and in case you don't know,
one of the best DBs ever.
Zach is the kid that actually designed these. He designed them with Jordan Brand and Nike to bring out this particular shoe. There were other shoes that actually dropped from the Dornbecker package as well, but this is the pair that I decided to grab. And, man, when I say this is such a beautiful shoe.
Details crazy on there, y'all.
It's amazing, man. Carbon fiber, the glow-in-the-dark sole.
I love like the music notes on the side because he like music, so yeah, put that on there. That was dope.
Man, when I say this, the shoelaces are glow in the dark too. One thing I love about a shoe is when it has that quilted liner in the inside.
Very comfortable on foot.
Oh my god!
A lot of the Amamanyes have that too.
Exactly. That's why I like those. But when I say these are just an amazing drop, man, you want to check them out, bro?
Yeah, bro. Let me check these joints, man. Yeah.
Such an amazing shoe, man. And the 17s have been
right here.
Something that we've all wanted to drop because we've been seeing the same things over and over again, man. They of course dropped the 17 lows not too long ago. And something that I've been intrigued and just amazed by is just the progression of the Jordan 17. So I'm gonna go through some of the 17s that I have. So of course we got the most recent.
These cold, ladies and gentlemen. Like, yo, these are crazy, bro.
The most recent 17s.
Like, these are super nice.
And if you know,
one of the top DBs in my opinion.
If you know, you know.
Man, they ain't gonna know. Hey, this for a special few right here,
when
y'all.
They
ain't gonna know nothing about
when it come with the bag, and you know, well, if you see right here, you know, it's Soulfly.
Shout out to Soulfly. Y'all remember episode 1? They gave me probably my pickup of the year last year. There you go.
And you know, we got them from the Sunshine State.
No ketchup allowed, only mustard, boys. You know what I'm saying?
From the Sunshine State.
Yes, sir. Boy, them joints nasty.
So these were the lows. Came with like a sock already in the shoe, basically, like a booty that comes out of the shoe, a little sock that grips your ankle or whatever.
Beautiful pair.
The lows were an amazing shoe, and just looking at the lows and the highs, how they took the Stroud off and they basically reconstructed the upper on it to have the laces outside, and even the lacing system goes outside of the infrastructure in the middle of the shoe. Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Yeah. Shout out to Soulfly. Soulfly, man, they ain't had virtually no misses with their Jordan collabs, bro. Like, they killing the game. And that's like basically like an alternate Lightning, if anything. You gotta know they did come out the Lightning lows. I would love to see those come back, which they did. That was the first pair that they had. Excuse me, not bring back. They did come out. That's a pair that I would like to get. That was the first 17 that came back, or whatnot in the suitcase, and then followed by the UNC pair, which I still need both of those. But again, I wasn't paying that fee. So yeah, that's just what that is. But dope shoe.
Yeah, and then we have a trophy room collab. Oh man, so this is a beautiful shoe too, man. All suede on it. This is another 17 high. Glad to be able to pick these up. These came in at a perfect time for me because I was looking for higher number shoes. Sometimes I'll just go on a hunt for something I haven't seen in a while or something I want to try out, and these were perfect to have. Check them out, brother.
Yeah, these are dope. And if you guys don't know, Trophy Room is a boutique that's in Orlando, Florida. It's owned by Michael Jordan's son, Marcus. Mm-hmm. So, you know, of course, he's going to have collabs and all of that. But this the other iterations of collabs that they've had, pretty solid. But this is probably a very underrated shoe. And in hand, guys, again, when you get these collabs, just like the different materials used, like I'm not sure if you can pick this up on the cam, but it's very high quality. Like it's, you can see it's changing directions. It's a very nice feel to it. Mm-hmm. Just a very well-made shoe. I would say that much. But yeah, this is very, very nice in person, I would say.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely nice. Good.
And then I feel like this is one of the ones that's a favorite to me. Out of all the 17s, are them Crocs, man. Because
you played in them.
It's like, who would think to put crocodile material on a Jordan? Like,
correct me if I'm wrong, that was the first $200 Jordan.
Yeah.
That was the first retail $200. That particular pair was the first $200 Jordan. It came out, I think I was in the 7th grade, so they had to be like 02.
So
I think 2002.
Hold on, I can tell you, bro. So you see this pair, but this pair actually came with the dust bag, and this is the OG of these.
We'll let you know, boy. So sauce is real, man. This guy's showing you the originals, man.
This is the OG, and that they gonna talk to you a little bit. But let's see here. Yep, 02.
02. Exactly. 02. I remember.
Yes,
you want to know how I remember? Hey, Tony wasn't going for that. Hey, I told her, Mom, it's some J's that come out. How much they cost? $200? But she looked at me like I had a third eye coming out my forehead. She like, boy, you don't get out this room? Boy, I'm about to get beat down. He was like, ain't no way I'm finna spend up $200. Yep. Y'all got to understand. Every shoe now is $200. So that's like nothing. But back then, like your average retro was like 120 or something like that. It was unheard of for one sneaker.
Yeah.
man, bro, we going to school show, you getting a 2 for $55 in Foot Locker or something like that. You know what I'm saying? The soldieries, you know, that's a Reeboks and all that. Yeah, you getting a 2 for the 55.
New Balance.
Bro, you feel me? Yeah, the New Balances, was they the 574s?
574s,
yeah. So, it's like, bro, $200 for one.
One pair?
Like real time, my mom looked at me like, yeah, something wrong with you, bro. Like, I think you must have got hit too hard on the football field or something like that. Like, yeah. So those, I can't show you the OG pair because I ain't have them. Like, that's just what it is. My mom wouldn't buy me those in 7th grade, but it was like maybe 2 guys, I think, in middle school in Ransom that had them or whatnot. But yeah, it wasn't happening for me. It just wasn't.
Yeah, those 17s propel the Jordan brand to a whole nother level with that price point, man.
Fact.
And they sold out.
Oh, yeah.
Time and time again, the college blue pair, the white and red pair, the all black pair, all the lows, they sold out at this $200 price point.
Facts. Like, bro, speaking of that white and red pair, like what stands out to me with those, you boy Vic.
Oh, yeah.
Man, Vic broke them boys out on that field,
yes,
dog.
Sir. Yes, sir. Yup.
Epic pair, bro.
Yup.
Like, man.
Yep. And you know what? Did you see Frank Cooker? He posted a sample pair that had Mike Vick, I think his signature on them that they were trying to release.
Yeah. It was like an Atlanta exclusive.
They were trying to do that.
Yeah,
but I think they end up scrapping them. But man, that would have been monumental, man. Yeah. I would have took that trip for them.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Yeah. Hey, we would have been riding past them with you. Hey,
I would have took that trip
for sure. Yeah, that's definitely, man. We need those, man. We need, like I said, I think they're coming out with an all black pairs like Pat Leather or something like that this year. And which again, I'm not against the new iterations and new colorways, but when you talking about a shoe that hasn't been out in over 20 years, you know, you gotta give us the OGs, especially when we're getting like the same stuff over and over every 3 or 4 years. Like they're coming back out with, you know, True Blue 3s. Like, bro, them just came out 3 years ago. Like, we don't need those. Again, it's great if you want to bring them out. Like, they can bring out black cement 3s, like Air Force Ones. Like,
Bread 4s.
I'm not gonna argue with that. Yeah.
Bread 4s.
Bread 4s again. They just came out with the reimagined joints. Again, I get it. It's a different, you know, iteration. And, you know, even with the little salesman sample joints, the infrareds just came out. The last one was 2019. So it's like, bro, the sweet spot for retros, bro, is maybe every 10 years.
Yeah.
Certain ones. Like if it's anything that he wore, you know, infrareds, black cement 3s, obviously you're going to probably need a new pair after 10 years. Like if you only buying one and you wearing it or whatever the case may be. After 10 years, the integrity of some of the shoes might start breaking down if you don't know how to take care of them or if you just wearing your shoes like that. So that's the sweet spot. But every 3 years, 4, like that's crazy. Even with Cherry 13s, like I said, it's stuff coming out, and this isn't even just with Jordan.
My joints still look brand new,
bro. This ain't even with Jordan. This even like with the Griffies just came out, the freshwaters. I'm like, bro, these coming back out. I ain't even wore them from the first time I got them DS, bro. Like I literally forgot about them, and it's just like I looked. I'm like, well, dang, was it that long ago? No, they just came out like 4 or 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I
don't understand the decision making and bringing a shoe back that fast, that frequent. Like, there's so much other stuff in the catalog that people are waiting for. Like we're waiting for some of those OG color, and you ain't got to drop all the OG colorways.
Yeah, you don't. You can space it out, but at least like y'all came out strong with the lightness and the UNCs with the lows, come with the white and red highs and like the black and chrome highs. You know what I'm saying? There's still other colors in the tank. I mean, plenty again, 16s, 15s, and stuff like that. Y'all can come back with, like I said, even if it's the black and reds. All black. And the Obsidians, if y'all want to come with those. But again, there's plenty of colorways with that. I can't wait till that UNC low drop. You know what I'm saying? Or the red, all the lows. Like, and that's really an acquired taste of 15 low. I know some people don't like that, but I like it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's plenty of colorways that they can drop. Or, you know, even they on the PE trend, man, give us some more of them Ray Allens. Like, you know, they came out the Ray Allen 7s or whatnot. Right. You know, the all black pair. Man, give us a couple PEs as monikered off of him. Or CP, he just retired. Give us a couple of his joints or something, you know, which they did, you know, the white aqua, the woman 8s. They basically did, that was a PE kind of close to what he had. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Give us some stuff like that, man. It's so much stuff that's in the vault that Jordan can put out that'll do numbers, bro. Like, you know, so It's cool seeing the OGs come back in retro, like for people, you know, and I don't want to take for granted that everybody's always able to get shoes when they come out, right? So if you missed the last pair, I get it. You might be ecstatic, like, oh my gosh, they came back so I can get them. Mm-hmm. But for somebody like me, if it's an OG shoe, I'm probably going to cop. I will pass here and there if it's just like a colorway or something like that I really don't need. Or I might have, you know, the past 3 releases that came out and I really don't need one at that current time. But it's just so much other stuff that I feel that they can be allocating resources to that's going to really excite the people who loves Jordans, right? So, you know, that's just my 2 cents on it, man. You know, Nike, y'all want to hire us or sponsor us, tap in, man. That's how I like to say, man. We know what to do. Y'all want to make money, tap in with the Supreme Saucecast, man. Your boy Icebox, your boy D-Fant, man. Yeah. Hey, another great episode, guys. Please, please, please follow us on social media on Instagram at the Supreme Saucecast. Same thing on YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe. It costs you nothing, right? We might be in a good mood one day and say, yo, you know what? Whoever is the 150th subscriber, we going to shoot y'all a pair of kicks or something like that. You never know.
You never know.
Right? Y'all got to tap in, man. It costs you nothing. We know too many people. Know. City, tap in. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Mm-hmm. Right? We trying to give y'all good content. Keep this stuff coming to y'all. High quality, you know. But we going to need y'all to support us so we can continue doing so. All right? So, again, this your boy Ice Boss. Appreciate y'all checking in.
Yes, sir.
Dog D-Fant, man. We catch y'all on the next go-round. Sauce.
Peace.